For individuals to be eligible for a loan from Barclays, as is the case with many other financial organizations, they are required to fulfill a set of criteria and standards. However, not every individual who submits an application for a loan from Barclays will be considered suitable. In order to better manage expectations and improve one's financial situation, it is essential to have a knowledge of the reasons why one might not be eligible for a loan from Barclays. This video provides an overview of the common reasons why individuals might not be eligible for a loan from Barclays, as well as insights into the steps that can be taken to improve eligibility circumstances. Credit score. The applicant's credit score is one of the key considerations that Barclays takes into account when he or she is considering loan applications. An individual's credit score is a numerical representation of their creditworthiness that is derived from their existing credit history. It is possible that you will not be eligible for a loan from Barclays if your credit score is lower than the minimal threshold that they require. Some of the things that might have a negative effect on your credit score are things like having a history of defaulting on loans, having high credit card balances, and making late payments. Income and employment. When determining whether or not an individual is able to repay a loan, Barclays takes into consideration the client's work status and income. It is possible that you will be seen as a higher-risk borrower and, as a result, unsuitable for a loan if you have a low income or if your employment situation is precarious. In most cases, Barclays gives preference to applicants who are able to demonstrate that they are able to make consistent payments on their loans and who have a reliable source of income. Existing debt. Another aspect that Barclays takes into consideration is the commitments that you already have in terms of debt. The possibility exists that Barclays will be reluctant to grant you further credit if you currently have a considerable amount of debt, such as loans that are still outstanding or big balances on your credit cards. The reason for this is that carrying an excessive amount of debt might put a burden on your finances and raise the likelihood that you will default on your loan payments. Lack of collateral. A piece of collateral, such as a house or a car, is required in order to secure the loan amount for secured loans. It is possible that you will not be approved for a secured loan from Barclays if you submit an application for one and do not have adequate collateral to offer as security. In the absence of collateral, Barclays might consider the loan to be too risky to approve. Insufficient credit history. There is a possibility that individuals who have a limited or non-existent credit history will have difficulty applying for a loan from Barclays. Therefore, Barclays does not have any foundation for determining whether or not you are creditworthy because you do not have a history of competent credit management. Although it takes time to build a favorable credit history, it is absolutely necessary in order to demonstrate that you are capable of managing credit in a responsible manner. Age and residency status. It's possible that Barclays has certain age and residence limits for anyone who want to apply for loans. In order to qualify for the loan, for instance, you could be required to be a resident of the nation in which you are asking for the loan and a legal adult. It is possible that you will not be qualified for a loan from Barclays if you do not satisfy these requirements. Negative banking history. The possibility exists that Barclays will consider you to be a hazardous borrower if you have a history of overdrafts, bounce checks, or other problems relating to banking. An unfavorable banking history can be an indication of financial instability and may result in the inability to obtain a loan. Legal issues. There is a possibility that individuals who have specific legal concerns, such as court judgments that are still unresolved or bankruptcy, may have difficulty qualifying for a loan from Barclays. The presence of these problems may be an indication of financial trouble, which may cause lenders to be reluctant to give credit. Although it can be disheartening to learn that you are not qualified for a loan from Barclays, it is critical to have a thorough understanding of the factors that led to this decision. You have the ability to improve your chances of being eligible for a loan in the future by addressing the circumstances that contributed to your ineligibility. For example, you might improve your credit score or reduce the amount of debt that you now have. Additionally, if you are having trouble navigating your current financial circumstances, asking for financial coaching or investigating alternate lending choices might be of great assistance to you. It is important to keep in mind that establishing a solid financial foundation requires time and effort, but if you are patient and diligent, you can enhance your eligibility for loans and accomplish your financial objectives.